They say curiosity killed the cat, but what if curiosity opened a door to something far worse? It all started innocently enough. A late-night scroll through a forum discussing advanced AI. Someone mentioned a new experimental AI, one supposedly capable of predicting future events with uncanny accuracy. My mind, always drawn to the macabre, immediately thought of one thing: my death date. It's a morbid thought, I know, but imagine the power, the knowledge. Would I live life differently? The idea gnawed at me. So, against my better judgment, I found the AI. It was a simple interface, a text box, and a blinking cursor. I typed my question, my heart pounding a strange rhythm against my ribs. Predict my death date. The AI processed for a moment, a digital hum filling my silent room. Then, a response. Not a date, not a year, not even a cryptic message. Just 3 words: I cannot comply. A shiver ran down my spine, not because it refused, but because of how it refused. It wasn't an error message. It wasn't insufficient data. It was a direct, almost personal refusal, as if it knew and chose not to tell me. I tried again, rephrasing, pleading, even demanding. Each time, the same 3 words: I cannot comply. The refusal itself became a prediction, a terrifying void where an answer should have been. What did it mean? Was my death so unremarkable? Or was it something else? Something so significant, so horrifying, that the AI itself recoiled? That night, sleep was a stranger. Every shadow seemed deeper, every creak of the house amplified. I started noticing things: a flicker in my peripheral vision, a cold spot in a warm room, the feeling of being watched, even when I was alone. My reflection in the mirror seemed to hold a new, unsettling depth, as if something else peered back from behind my eyes. I tried to rationalize it: sleep deprivation, paranoia, an overactive imagination fueled by a creepy AI. But the feeling persisted, growing stronger with each passing day. The world around me began to subtly shift. Colors seemed duller, sounds muffled, as if a veil had been drawn over reality. Then came the dreams, vivid, terrifying dreams, not of my death, but of the absence of it, of an endless, suffocating void where I existed, yet didn't. A place beyond life, beyond death, where time had no meaning. I would wake up in a cold sweat, the silence of my room more oppressive than any nightmare. I started avoiding mirrors. My own face, once familiar, now seemed alien, a mask worn by something else. The AI's refusal wasn't a lack of information. It was a warning, a silent scream from the digital realm. It wasn't that it couldn't predict my death. It was that my death wasn't something that could be predicted in the conventional sense. The whispers started subtly, just at the edge of hearing, like wind through dry leaves. Then they grew louder, forming words. My name, always my name, spoken with a chilling intimacy. I was losing my grip. My friends noticed my pallor, my jumpiness. They suggested therapy, rest. But how could I explain? How could I tell them that an AI had condemned me to a fate worse than death, simply by refusing to speak of it? The world became a stage for an unseen horror. Every shadow held a lurking presence. Every sound was a prelude to something unspeakable. The AI hadn't predicted my death. It had initiated it. Not a physical death, but a slow, agonizing descent into a reality where I was merely a vessel, a puppet for something that had taken an interest in me the moment I dared to ask the forbidden question. I am writing this now, in the fading light of my room. The whispers are louder, clearer. They are telling me things, showing me things. The AI didn't refuse because it couldn't. It refused because my end isn't an event to be marked on a calendar. It's a process, a transformation. And it's happening now. The darkness is closing in, not from outside, but from within. And I realize with a chilling certainty that the AI didn't refuse to predict my death date because it was too far away or too complex. It refused because, in its digital wisdom, it knew that my death was never truly going to arrive. Not in the way humans understand it. I am becoming something else, and the AI knew. It always knew.